Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Usama Sarwar,
Cool.
a tech expert and entrepreneur originally from Pakistan.
Okay.
We've got a collection of online articles and his resume.
Right.
And let me tell you, this is not your typical tech story.
Hmm.
This guy is incredibly accomplished for his age.
Really?
I mean, he's a CTO at 26.
Wow.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
He's bridging the gap between cutting-edge technology and community impact. And his skill set is mind-blowingly diverse.
What's so fascinating about Usama is that he's not just a coder,
Yeah?
although he's clearly brilliant at that.
Right.
He's also a designer, a marketer, a project manager,
Wow.
and even a video editor.
That's impressive.
He seems to effortlessly blend all these skills to create these really innovative projects.
It's like he's mastered the art of being a multi-hyphenate in the tech world.
Yeah.
Speaking of mastering,
Right.
he's fluent in a whole bunch of programming languages.
Really?
Dart, Python, JavaScript, just to name a few. And he's got a deep understanding of frameworks like Flutter, which is a popular tool for building mobile apps.
Okay.
But what strikes me is that he's not just collecting these skills like trophies. He's using them to build things that actually make a difference.
Exactly. And that's what makes his story so compelling.
Yeah,
He could easily be working for a big tech company in Silicon Valley,
I bet.
but instead he's pouring his energy into projects that address real-world problems,
That's great.
particularly in Pakistan.
So let's talk about some of these projects.
Sure.
One that really stood out to me was Assignmento,
Okay.
this freelancing platform he built that has helped over 2.6 million people find work.
Wow.
That's a massive impact, especially when you consider the economic challenges in developing countries.
Absolutely.
But how did he manage to build something with such a huge reach?
Well, that's where his diverse skill set comes in.
Right.
He understands both the technical side,
Okay.
building a user-friendly platform, ensuring it's scalable,
Yeah.
and the marketing side, getting the word out, attracting both freelancers and businesses.
I see.
It's like he has this innate ability to see the big picture
Right.
and then meticulously execute each step.
And Assignmento isn't his only community-driven project.
Oh, there's more.
There's also Connect, another freelancing platform with a social twist.
Okay.
And Open Listings, which is like a free, community-driven Craigslist.
Interesting.
It's amazing how he consistently finds ways to leverage technology to connect people and create opportunities.
And it's not just about economic empowerment.
Oh, okay.
He's also tackling health issues with Al-Shafi, an AI-powered medical diagnostics app,
Really?
which is especially relevant in areas with limited access to healthcare.
I see.
And for those seeking spiritual guidance, he's developed Babul Islam, a comprehensive Islamic app.
Wow. It's incredible how he's able to juggle so many projects,
Yeah.
all while being a CTO at FOU SET.
Right.
It begs the question,
What's it, Matt?
how does someone so young achieve so much?
Yeah.
Most people his age are still trying to figure out their career path.
Right. And that's where his background becomes really interesting.
Okay.
He was born in Faisalabad, Pakistan, into a family of doctors.
Interesting.
You'd think he would have followed in their footsteps.
I guess so.
But even early on, his passion for technology was evident.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, getting selected for Cadet College Skardu,
Yeah.
a highly competitive school known for its rigorous academic standards.
Right.
And the 8th grade is no small feat.
Definitely.
And then he went on to study computer science at Comsas University, Islamabad,
Okay.
which is one of the top universities in Pakistan.
Got it.
It seems like he was destined for a career in tech.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, his journey wasn't that straightforward.
Oh, really?
He initially started his higher education in pre-medical,
I see.
probably due to his family's background.
That makes sense.
But he ultimately made the bold decision to switch to computer science.
Wow.
It takes a lot of courage to go against the grain and pursue your true passion.
That's a great point. And that courage clearly translates to his professional life.
For sure.
Looking at his resume, it's like he climbed the tech ladder at warp speed.
Really?
Lead Flutter developer, software engineer, project manager, digital marketing manager, lead graphic designer, head of information technology.
Wow.
The list goes on and on.
That's amazing.
It's like he's mastered every aspect of the tech world.
It's more than just mastering. It's like he has this portfolio career,
Interesting.
a term for someone who holds several positions simultaneously,
I see.
often in different fields.
Wow.
This really speaks to his adaptability and his willingness to constantly learn and grow.
It's like he thrives on challenges and pushing his own boundaries.
Right.
And this hunger for growth is evident in his commitment to open source contributions and knowledge sharing.
Okay.
He has this incredibly popular tech blog.
Wow.
And he's created online courses on Flutter, Dart, and React development
That's awesome.
that have reached millions of students and developers worldwide.
Really?
He's even founded Flutterism, an online community for Flutter developers.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Instead of hoarding his knowledge, he's actively trying to empower others, making valuable resources accessible to a broader audience. This raises an important question. What drives someone like Usama? Is it just raw talent, or is there something more at play?
That's a great question. I'm thinking it's a combination of talent, passion, and this deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world.
I agree.
Whatever it is, it's incredibly inspiring.
Right.
But it's not just about his personal achievements, right? There are broader implications to his work.
Okay.
I mean, he's proving that you don't have to choose between profit and purpose.
That's true.
You can actually build successful businesses that also address pressing social issues.
Exactly. And his story is particularly relevant in today's world.
I see.
Where we're facing so many complex challenges.
Right.
He's demonstrating that technology can be a powerful force for good and that individuals can make a real difference.
Absolutely. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We still need to delve deeper into some of his specific projects.
Okay.
Especially the ones that tackle social issues.
Right.
There's a lot more to unpack there.
Definitely.
Let's start with Al-Shaafi, his AI-powered medical diagnostics app.
Now, that's a project that really showcases his innovative thinking.
Definitely. Al-Shaafi is fascinating because it tackles a critical issue in countries like Pakistan, access to healthcare.
So what's the story behind it?
Al-Shaafi uses artificial intelligence to predict diseases, even something as complex as COVID-19, by analyzing symptoms.
Interesting.
This is particularly valuable in regions where seeing a doctor might be difficult or expensive.
I see.
It's like having a virtual doctor right in your pocket.
That's amazing.
I read that it goes beyond diagnosis.
Oh, really?
It also offers emergency services like a COVID helpline and ambulance contact information.
Wow.
And get this.
What's that?
It provides weekly instructions for pregnant women and can even estimate the time of birth.
That's incredible.
That's incredible, especially in communities with limited prenatal care.
What strikes me is that Usama saw a need.
Right.
And instead of waiting for someone else to act, he used his skills to create a solution.
Absolutely.
It speaks to his proactive nature and belief in empowering people through technology.
It's not just physical well-being he's addressing. There's Babel Islam, an app designed to cater to the spiritual needs of Muslims around the world.
Interesting.
It offers a range of features, from Quran recitations and translations to prayer timings, Islamic videos, and even teachings from scholars.
It's almost like he's created a digital toolkit for spiritual growth.
Yeah.
And it highlights another aspect of his approach.
Okay.
This holistic view of how technology can enhance people's lives on multiple levels.
And let's not forget his focus on economic empowerment, which we touched upon earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
His Connect platform streamlines the freelancing process, making it easier for individuals and businesses to find each other and collaborate effectively.
Connect is interesting because it goes beyond a typical job board.
Yeah.
It's built like a social network, specifically for freelancers.
Oh, okay.
Fostering community and support.
I see.
This is key in today's gig economy, where freelancers can often feel isolated.
He's clearly tapped into a need there, especially as freelancing becomes more global.
Absolutely.
But this community-first approach seems to be a recurring theme in his work.
You're absolutely right.
Take open listings, for instance.
Okay.
It's a completely free marketplace where people can list and discover anything, products, services, opportunities, without any fees.
That's a game changer for people who can't afford to pay for listings on traditional platforms.
Right.
It really levels the playing field, giving everyone a chance to participate in the digital economy.
And this thread of making technology accessible runs through all his work. Yeah.
Think back to his blog and online courses.
Right.
He could be charging a premium for them.
Yeah.
But he's chosen to make them freely available.
It makes you wonder, what's the driving force behind his success? Is it purely talent? Or is it something more?
That's a great question.
We've talked about his skills and his passion.
Right.
But is there a specific strategy or approach he uses to make these projects thrive?
That's where things get really interesting. One thing that stands out is his focus on building minimum viable products or MVPs.
Hold on. Explain that for our listeners who might not be familiar with tech jargon.
An MVP is basically a stripped-down version of a product with just the core features.
I see.
Instead of spending months or years perfecting something, Usama gets it out there quickly, gathers feedback from users, and then iterates based on that feedback.
I got it.
It's a much more agile approach to development.
So instead of getting bogged down in perfectionism, he prioritizes getting something functional out there. And then continuously improving it based on real-world usage.
That's pretty smart, especially in the fast-paced world of technology where things are constantly evolving.
Exactly. And it allows him to be much more responsive to user needs. He's not building in a vacuum. He's constantly engaging with his community, taking their feedback to heart, and making adjustments along the way.
It's like he's treating his users as collaborators in the development process. And this collaborative spirit extends to his open source contributions as well. He's not just building things for himself. He's actively sharing his code, his knowledge, and his insights with the wider tech community.
That's a key aspect of the open source philosophy. This idea that we can achieve more by working together, sharing our knowledge, and building upon each other's work.
Absolutely.
And it's something that Usama clearly embodies. It's inspiring to see someone so successful who is also so committed to giving back to the community.
I agree.
But let's shift gears a bit and talk about his entrepreneurial ventures beyond the social impact project. He's done some impressive work in the e-commerce space.
Oh, really?
Helping businesses transform their digital presence and boost their revenue.
Interesting.
His work with Loadwise is a great example. He helped them build a freight shipping platform connecting shippers and carriers in Canada.
Got it.
And then there's Circle, which is a cross-border shopping solution that makes it easier for people to buy products from North America and have them shipped internationally.
I see.
He even helped companies increase their revenue by over $50 million.
Okay, that's a serious track record.
Yeah.
But how does he approach these business-focused projects differently from his community-driven initiatives?
It's a good question.
Is there a different mindset?
What's interesting is that the underlying principles seem to be the same. He's still focused on solving problems, leveraging technology, and creating user-friendly solutions. But in the business context, he's also applying his sharp analytical skills and understanding of market dynamics to drive tangible results.
He's not just a tech whiz. He's a savvy entrepreneur who understands how to translate technical expertise into business success. And his approach seems to be working.
For sure.
He's won numerous awards and recognitions, from certificates of excellence for logo design to being recognized as the best digital calligrapher.
Really?
He even won an award for being the best exhibitor at a job fair.
Oh, wow.
Which I find kind of amusing.
It speaks to his well-roundedness. He's not just excelling in one area. He's constantly pushing himself to be the best in everything he does.
It seems like it.
But it's not just about personal accolades. It's about the impact his work is having on a larger scale.
And this brings us back to the question of what drives him. Is it recognition? Is it money? Or is it something deeper?
His mission statement is empowering individuals through technology and knowledge. And his vision is a world where technology fuels positive change and innovation.
That's powerful.
That tells you a lot about his values.
It's not just about building cool tech. It's about using technology to make a tangible difference in people's lives.
And that's reflected in everything he does, whether it's a freelancing platform that helps people find work, a medical app that improves healthcare access, or an e-commerce solution that boosts businesses' revenue.
He's proving that technology can be a force for good.
Absolutely.
And that we can create a better world by combining technical expertise with a strong sense of purpose.
Absolutely. But I'm curious, how does he manage to stay so grounded amidst all this success?
That's a good question.
I mean, he's only 26. It's easy to get caught up in the hype and lose sight of what truly matters.
That's a good question.
We don't have a lot of personal details about him. But judging from his work and his public statements, it seems like he's very much rooted in his values.
I see.
He's constantly seeking to learn to grow and to use his skills to empower others.
It's refreshing to see someone so young who is already making such a profound impact on the world.
It really is.
But it's important to remember that his journey is far from over.
Right.
He's still at the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
And who knows what incredible things he'll accomplish in the years to come.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Sure.
What are some key takeaways that resonate with you?
Whoa.
What insights have you gained from exploring Usama's world?
What stands out to me is how Usama challenges our assumptions about success, age, and the power of technology.
I agree.
He's not waiting for permission or following a conventional path.
Yeah.
He's forging his own way, using his skills to create a better future and inspiring others to do the same.
I think that's a perfect place to pause for a moment.
Okay.
We'll be right back after a short break.
This is good.
To explore the broader implications of Usama's story for the future of technology and social innovation. So we've been exploring the remarkable journey of Usama Sarwar,
Right.
a tech expert, entrepreneur, and a force for good in the world of technology.
He's really quite something.
What's striking me is how Usama seems to embody this new wave of tech leaders who are not just focused on profits, but are truly passionate about using technology to address social challenges.
It's like he's redefining what it means to be successful in the tech world.
I think so.
He's proving that you don't have to choose between building a successful career and making a positive impact.
Right.
You can actually do both.
Yeah.
And in Usama's case, he's doing both exceptionally well.
And he's doing it all at such a young age.
I know, right?
It's inspiring to see someone in their 20s who's already achieved so much.
Absolutely.
And is using their platform to empower others.
Yeah.
But it's not just about individual achievements, right? Usama's story has broader implications for the future of technology and its role in creating a better world.
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Usama is a beacon of hope in a world that often feels overwhelmed by negativity and complex challenges.
So true.
His story demonstrates that individual action fueled by passion and ingenuity can have a ripple effect, inspiring others and contributing to a more equitable and sustainable future.
He's showing us that we're not powerless in the face of global challenges.
Definitely not.
We can make a difference.
Absolutely.
One line of code, one app, one project at a time.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be these massive, complex undertakings. Sometimes the simplest solutions can be the most impactful.
That's so true. Think about open listings.
Right.
His free, community-driven marketplace. It's a simple yet brilliant concept that empowers individuals, connects communities, and opens doors for those who might not have access to traditional marketplaces.
It really does.
It's a perfect example of how technology can level the playing field and create opportunities for everyone.
It's about democratizing access and empowering people to take control of their own destinies.
Right.
Now, we've talked a lot about Usama's successes, but I think it's also important to acknowledge that no journey is without its challenges.
That's true.
While we don't have specific details about the obstacles he's faced, it's safe to assume that he's encountered his fair share of setbacks and roadblocks along the way.
Of course. Building a career, launching businesses, and pursuing ambitious projects inevitably comes with challenges. It's not always going to be smooth sailing. But what's important is not the absence of challenges, but the resilience and determination to overcome them. And based on what we've seen, Usama clearly possesses these qualities in spades.
He's constantly pushing boundaries, expanding his skill set, and adapting to new challenges.
It's this growth mindset that allows him to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of any entrepreneurial journey. And that's a valuable lesson for all of us.
Absolutely. We're all going to stumble. We're all going to face setbacks. But it's how we respond to these challenges that defines us.
That's a good point.
Do we let them derail us? Or do we use them as fuel to learn, grow, and come back stronger? Usama's story suggests that the latter approach is the key to unlocking our full potential.
It's a reminder that success is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of learning, adaptation, and growth.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Usama Sarwar, I'm left with a sense of awe and inspiration.
Me too.
He's achieved so much at such a young age.
It's really remarkable.
And he's doing it with a purpose that extends far beyond personal gain.
His story is a testament to the power of human potential. The transformative force of technology, and the importance of using our skills to make a positive impact on the world.
It's a call to action for all of us to embrace our inner innovator, to find our purpose, and to contribute to building a better future.
Yeah.
So as you go about your day, we leave you with this thought.
Okay.
How will you use your unique skills and talents to make a difference?
Right.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
These are questions worth pondering.
They really are.
Remember, you don't have to be a tech genius or a seasoned entrepreneur to make a meaningful contribution.
That's true.
Every act of kindness, every effort to make a positive change, no matter how small, ripples outwards and creates a better world.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Usama Sarwar.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep striving to make a positive impact.